I'm Bruce Marshall, and this is the Brampton Now update for the week ending the January 16th, 17th weekend, 2021. Coming up, another lockdown. Mayor Brown on that. The mayor also with amendments that both he and Mississauga's mayor have been touting to labor legislation for public health reasons. And when is that vaccine coming to your arm? Details on that and more coming up in this Brampton Now update. Here's what's happening this week in Brampton. We entered another lockdown on Thursday. Dr. Lawrence Lowe, Peel's Chief Medical Officer of Health.
Let me be clear. This is an emergency. The new provincial stay-at-home measures are welcome and necessary. They will blunt the effects of this holiday surge if we all take them to heart. The message is simple and familiar. Stay home. Do not leave except for essential reasons: work, medical care and medications, exercise on your own or with someone that you live with, and to procure groceries and gas.
Mayor Brown from the Wednesday press conference on restrictions.
Gatherings are now limited outdoors to 5 people. Previously, it was 10. All non-essential retail stores, including hardware stores, alcohol retailers, and those offering curbside pickup or delivery, must open no earlier than 7 a.m. and close no later than 8 p.m.
Now, to illustrate some of the confusion here, Brown said at the news conference on Wednesday that skating facilities would remain open. They, in fact, are closed for now. Brown also brought up the missing puzzle piece to pandemic response that both Brown and Mississauga's Mayor Bonnie Crombie have been touting: sick time as part of labor laws as a matter of public health.
The provincial and federal response is still missing something pretty significant, and that's paid sick days. You know, when we were starting the second wave, I highlighted early on that the two key tools that we were missing and needed were an isolation center and paid sick days. And in December, we got approval for isolation centers in Brampton, and so those are in the process of being opened up. But paid sick days is still something that we haven't seen movement on. If you look at countries that have been successful in combating COVID-19, they have paid sick days. And so we're going to continue to lobby the Prime Minister and the Premier that this is an integral response that we need.
In a moment, a Brampton MPP announced funding for small business, and the Chief Medical Officer of Health with the answer to the question, when will the rest of us see the vaccine? Coming up on the Brampton Now update.
The COVID-19 pandemic in Canada is serious. We must continue to practice all public health measures. Follow local guidelines for gatherings, maintain physical distancing, wash your hands, wear a mask, and download the COVID Alert app. If you have symptoms, even mild ones, stay home. Protect yourself and others. We've come too far to stop now.
A message from the Government of Canada.
This is the Brampton Now update. I'm Bruce Marshall. Brampton MPP 𝗕𝗿𝗺𝗺𝗃 released a video late Friday afternoon outlining some of the support the provincial government will be making available for small business.
Small businesses with fewer than 100 employees that were required to close or significantly reduce their services can apply for this one-time grant that starts at $10,000 to a maximum of $20,000. All you need to do is demonstrate that your business has experienced a decline of at least 20% when comparing your monthly revenue in April 2020 to April 2019. What you use the funding for is entirely up to you and your business needs.
The program can be found at ontario.ca. One of the questions that seems to burn up social media is, when will we see a vaccine? I mean, for the rest of us. Dr. Lawrence Lowe, Peel's Chief Medical Officer of Health.
That at this time, our allocation is limited and really mostly covers just our long-term care home and high-risk retirement populations, as well as our hospital populations. So I think it's for this reason, that I've said, the vaccine currently at this time is not available for the general public, but until such time vaccine is more available, we need to stick to the precautions and stay the course to keep each other safe.
In a moment, hey, guess what? Brampton tops the insurance rate charts again on the Brampton Now Update.
This is your invitation to go beyond sightseeing, to engage in our traditions. Come experience something new, yet centuries old, and give in to your sense of adventure. Experience our country's history and heritage. Discover your authentic Indigenous experience at indigenoustourism.ca.
I'm Bruce Marshall. This is the Brampton Now Update. According to rates.ca, a site that tracks insurance rate, the highest rates in Ontario are here in Brampton. The site reported that the average Brampton auto insurance bill was just shy of $2,700 a year. The cheapest rates in the province are just over $1,000 in places like Kingston and throughout Eastern Ontario. Drivers in Mississauga and Vaughan, next door, pay similarly high rates. The province introduced a plan to address rates in the GTA in 2019, which has not yet come to fruition. And that's the Brampton Now Update for this week. Please subscribe to the Brampton Now Update channel on YouTube or follow #MarshallMinute on Facebook for lots of Brampton Need to Know that you won't find anywhere else. Your comments and suggestions are always welcome, and if you've got a Brampton story to tell, get in touch with me through the channel you're watching on right now. Stay strong, Brampton. Brampton strong. We're all in this together. I'm Bruce Marshall. Thanks for watching Brampton Now Update.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.